This place is such a tranquil place. It's a beautiful place to come walk, stroll, meet people, to see these trees maintained and the monuments preserved. That's where I get my pleasure from this place. I'm Russell Coleman. I'm president of the Board of Trustees of Old Gray Cemetery here in North Knoxville. I started coming here when I was about 15 years old. My parents would drive me through, and I've got 5 great-grandparents that are buried here, and they would point out various relatives besides the great-grandparents and the stories connected to all of them. And not everybody was a saint, but they were all very interesting. This is my great-grandparents on my dad's side. So Frederick Coleman, who came from Osnabrück, Germany. He was actually a partner with Peter Kern. Then he became a candy maker, and his son actually ended up buying Kern's Bakery from Peter Kern's estate. Old Gray was founded in 1850. It was actually founded as Gray Cemetery. It was named after Thomas Gray, the poet. Later on, New Gray Cemetery was founded on Western Avenue, and so Gray Cemetery became Old Gray Cemetery by default. Just outside of Knoxville, this part of town was pretty wide open at that point. It was mostly pasture land, yes. There's 13 acres here. Now, we're almost downtown. It's the largest green space in downtown Knoxville. Beautiful historic trees. It's an outdoor art museum with beautiful monuments from turn of the century. It was laid out with a Victorian design. Lots of nice driveways and walkways, designed not to have a lot of monuments crammed together, but with some spacious cemetery plots. But it was also, back in the day, people would come to the cemetery after church on Sunday. They would have a picnic on their family plots and drive through after church. Back when the first cars were available, people would drive through every Sunday after church, and typically the church is downtown because that was what was around. Prior to that, you'd come with your horse and buggy. A lot of notable monuments here, quite a few obelisks. There appeared to have been some kind of competition about who had the tallest obelisk, but the Tyson family does. They're here in the Tyson Circle, which is adjacent to Tyson Street. It's a beautiful monument, along with a lot of other beautiful ones. The Henson family has a beautiful mausoleum that's over next to the Federal Military Cemetery. The Brownlows are here. Governor Brownlow, famous Tennessee name, not only Knoxville, but Tennessee. Maynard family, and Peter Kern is buried here. He's a German immigrant that founded Kern's Bakery, a pretty famous Market Street bakery. Also buried here, Lizzie Crozier French, who was a leader in Knoxville and in Tennessee for the suffragette movement that gave women the right to vote. We have a lot of talented artists buried here. We've got the Wiley sisters, who painted a lot of beautiful landscapes and sceneries here in Knoxville. Russell Briscoe is buried here. He painted a lot of local history, a lot of buildings. Early founders of UT, they're buried here as well. A lot of well-known Knoxvillians are buried here. It's something we're trying to maintain and make available for people to stroll through, walk their dogs, ride their bikes, and just enjoy this beautiful outdoor green space. About 6 years ago, we had a capital campaign to treat these trees. Some of these trees are 150 years old. They're just beautiful, huge trees that we're trying to save and make healthy, so we raise money for that. And we also raise money to recreate the Ella Albers Fountain. This fountain was donated in 1890 by the Albers family in memory of Ella Albers. It fell into disrepair and was disassembled. Some of the metal went for bullets for World War II. So we were able to find pictures of that fountain and recreate it, and it's running as a beautiful addition to the cemetery. So the future, we hope to maintain this beautiful place, to protect it, preserve it, and open it up for visitors. We have a lot of visitors that come from out of town, out of state to see it. Historic cemeteries have created a lot of interest in a lot of people. I've been coming here for 50 years and I see something different every time I come. It's just a great place to come and stroll and enjoy this outdoor art museum.